Welcome to the Con Kids After Show for Marvel's What If, where we are reviewing and breaking down each part of Marvel's new animated series that flips the script on the MCU, reimagining famous events from the films in unexpected ways. This week, we discuss Episode 3, What If the World Lost Its Mightiest Heroes? In this episode, Agent Fury is trying to assemble the Avengers, but his superheroes keep getting killed off. My name's Austen, and with me tonight is Redick. Hey, Redick.
Hi, Austin. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Before we start with the discussion about the What If, did you see the new trailer for No Way Home?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
You haven't?
No, but it's been like all over like TikTok and stuff, so I pretty much get the idea.
Yeah, no, it's everywhere. Apparently, it's like the most watched trailer of all time right now in the first 24 hours.
That's crazy.
It's insane. But it's
I'm
cool
excited.
because you see characters like Doc Ock from the Tobey Maguire series come back. Electro, I think his name is. Jamie Foxx's character from the Andrew Garfield series.
Are they the same actors, or are they
Yeah, it's
different?
the same actors.
Oh, I need to watch the trailer. I haven't seen it yet.
And we haven't seen it in the trailers yet, but it's looking like possibly we're going to see Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire.
I saw that I think they were casted for the movie.
They were casted?
I think I Googled it at some point.
Oh, sweet.
But
Yeah.
then probably just be like minor roles, like little cameos, but I still think that'd be super sick.
No, yeah, that's awesome. I also heard rumors that they're going to bring in Daredevil's character from like the TV series.
Yeah, I never actually watched that TV series. I watched like the first episode and a half, and then I kind of like got bored of it.
Yeah,
I was like 10 when I watched it.
Yeah. Either way, like it looks like it's going to be a fantastic movie.
Yeah, I'm very excited. When's the release date for it?
It's in December. It's like December 17th, maybe?
That's not too far away.
Yeah, I could be wrong. It's sometime in December.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So, before we jump into our opinions, let's first describe what actually happened in tonight's episode. We're returning to reprise their MCU characters. Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, Michael Douglas as Hank Pym, Tom Hiddleston as Tom Hiddleston as Loki, sorry. Clark Gregg as Agent Coulson, Frank Grillo as Crossbones, Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner, and Jamie Alexander as Lady Sif. This was basically a murder mystery.
Yeah, I thought, and then so Nick Fury and Black Widow are going to like recruit Tony, like they did in Iron Man 2, and then when Black Widow goes to inject him with the thing, that helps his neck, bro just drops dead.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Nick Fury, Black Widow try to recruit Tony, but it looks like Widow accidentally kills him with the injection. So that was insane.
Yeah, and then so she gets arrested by S.H.I.E.L.D. for the murder.
Mm-hmm.
And then like her and Nick Fury are kind of talking, and she's like, he pretty much just tells her to break out and find who actually killed them.
Yeah. And then in New Mexico, when Thor's trying to reclaim his hammer, right as he's about to try to pick it up, Hawkeye accidentally kills him.
Accidentally.
Yeah. He says he doesn't know what happened, but we don't know that for sure yet.
Not. And then he's in his like solitary confinement cell. Nick Fury goes to visit him. Boom, he's dead too.
No way.
Like super dead.
Yeah. Then Black Widow finds Dr. Ross and asks her about Tony Stark's murder. Apparently some small nanotech shots were coming out of the needle. And nanotech, is seen with the Pym, so starts to get you wondering.
So I didn't even think about that, honestly. But then Fury now, for some reason, only right now, figures out that someone's only killing people from the Avengers Initiative.
Yeah.
So
they find Bruce Banner, voiced by Mark Ruffalo, who battles the army, as seen in the first Hulk movie. Hulk ends up growing out of control and exploding, which nobody thought was possible, even them.
Yeah, and then boom, Hulk dead. Boom. It's like 4.
All over the place.
Down for the count. Loki shows up in New Mexico with the Asgard army to come like kill the whole planet because they killed Thor. What's
Yeah.
gonna happen next?
Black Widow is in a library for some reason. Boom, gets killed as she figures out, oh crap, I figured out what would happen. And tries to voicemail Nick Fury, says, it's all about hope.
Wonder what happened.
Secret. Yeah. What
Turns
happened
out
there?
Hope is Hope Van Dyne, Hank Pym's daughter from the Ant-Man series. So you were right about the nanotech and how it's all like it's coming back. And you find out Hank Pym was killing all of them because he like blames Nick Fury for the death of his daughter.
Yeah.
It's like
Then bam, Loki tricks him into thinking. Basically, Loki and Fury beat the crap out of him. He's down for the count. He's beaten. And then Loki gets a little greedy. And Loki's himself. He's like, you know what? I'm liking this. And in one day takes over the entire world.
Yeah, light work.
Might work.
And then, the end of the episode, Nick Fury finds Captain America frozen in ice. And Captain Marvel's right behind him. And they're ready to fight. And it's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
So that's what happened in this episode.
That's the episode.
It's pretty slam-packed episode.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So what did you think about this episode overall?
Overall, I thought it was a really good episode. It kept you interested the entire time, trying to figure out what is going on here. Like, what's going... Like, is somebody that we know killing him, or is it just some random new character?
Yeah. I thought this was my favorite episode. I liked it a lot.
I like the last one a little better, but yeah.
Nah, this one was my favorite.
How shocking was it to see that the Avengers were starting to be killed?
I thought it wasn't really like shocking just because like that episode title was like if they lost Earth's Mightiest Heroes. But if it was something else, then I just like went into it completely blind. I feel like I would have been really surprised just to like watch them all die.
Yeah. I completely forgot to read the title, so I was completely blown away.
Oh, I probably should have done that then.
Yeah, no, like I was like, oh, I'm like, I knew it was going to be like an Avengers episode, so I was like, okay, what if it's like an all new team up, and then next thing you know, bam, Tony's dead. I'm like, what just happened?
It's like boom, dead, boom, another one's dead, and it's like, oh my god.
It's like, okay, chill out, slow down.
What was your favorite part of the episode?
That's a good question. Probably when Hawkeye accidentally kills Thor. I thought that was hysterical. He's like, it wasn't me. Has all the guns lit on him.
There's like an arrow in his chest. He's like, bro, it wasn't me.
It's like, who else would it be?
Yeah, they're like, bro, you stupid.
Yeah. How about you?
I thought the fight scene with Nick Fury and Hank Pym was really cool.
Oh, yeah.
So, wait, when they were first fighting, was it Loki fighting him or was it Nick Fury fighting him?
It was Loki. So Loki was using like some magic spell to like trick him.
Oh, so that was the whole time it was just Loki.
Yeah, it was Loki all along.
Never mind, man.
Yeah.
I thought Nick Fury actually like had hands.
Yeah, it was funny though. Was Coulson kind of fanboying Thor? Like,
yeah, I thought that was funny. I liked that a lot. But yes, got you.
He's a big fanboy because we already know he's a fanboy for Captain America because his password was #Steve Heart Steve 704.
Yeah, and then he's got like in the first Avengers, he's got like all those playing cards.
Oh man, he's a simp.
Full simp for Captain America.
I mean, who wouldn't be though?
Oh, that's what I'm saying, bro. What'd you think about like Hank Pym being the bad guy and like a mass murderer?
I don't know. I can't see him as it though. Like, even though it's his face animated, I can't see it because in the movies he's such like a laid back, chill guy. And if he gets mad, he's like it's like an old grandpa kind of mad. And like this, he's like a psychopath.
Yeah, he's like full killer. I honestly don't think. I feel like, and if this actually happened, he wouldn't be able to kill all the Avengers.
Yeah, it's crazy though. Kind of now it puts it into perspective of how powerful Ant-Man is. Even though he's such a jokester, like he has this ability to kill everybody else.
That's true. So, and it's like untraceable because he's really tiny.
Yeah. Did it suck having to watch Natasha die again and Tony Stark too?
I didn't think it really sucked to watch either of them really die in this episode because there was no like emotion to it. They just died straight up. Like
Yeah.
Tony, we talked to him for like 20 seconds in the episode, and then he was just like poof, dead.
Yeah, no. That was unfortunate. Well, for me, like personally, like I was like, we get Tony back and then they kill him off again, like some sick joke.
They're just teasing you.
I know, it's such a bad tease. It's like yeah.
uh, Who was like so kind of on like the same question? Who was the hardest for you to watch die?
I don't know. I'd probably have to go with mm, I thought Clint was pretty hard to watch die because it was so unexpected.
Yeah, and he's yeah, that's true. I wonder. It didn't show how he died. So what you think? You saw like Hank coming out of his ear.
Yeah.
So what do you think he did?
Probably just like a bullet, probably just went straight through his head,
Yeah.
in my opinion. I don't know anything else he would do.
What if
Maybe shrunk his brain.
I would think he would just like walk in because he was like hopping on an ant flying out of his ear. So what if he like flew into his ear and just like right hooked his brain with like the full force of him, so just boom and just crushed him, and that's how he died.
Bam.
Yeah, and that's why he didn't die like immediately. He was like, "Oh no, he's dying," and then
Yeah, for sure. If this was real, how mad would you think fans would actually be? Like if it was like in real life, like actors.
like this. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to say there'd be like riots or anything, but like there's a bunch of people that would probably throw a riot if they just killed off like all the Avengers.
I think it'd be the collapse of Disney. You know, Disney itself would collapse from the inside out.
Yeah, you could watch their stocks go down. Like it goes up over time, and they release the movies. Like boom, it just flies all the way down.
Flies down. It's like shouldn't have killed Tony again.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Why do you think Hank was in the Wasp costume instead of the Ant-Man costume?
That's actually a really good question. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's because maybe yellow is just the sign of like evil or whatever, like psychoticness.
Maybe, but isn't red like the color for like super strong emotion?
Yeah, but red was kind of like the good guy costume, and like it was like the Ant Man costume. So maybe after like Ant Man stood as like a symbol of hope. So after he lost everything, he was no longer the symbol of hope, and he didn't want to be. So maybe he just decided to find a new color, and it was like more personal or something like that.
That's kind of dark.
I would have just kept the suit.
Just kept the suit. Just have another one.
Yeah, it was cool. He had like Doc Ock arms and stuff.
Yeah.
That was scary.
You think that like okay, I'm trying to figure out how I should say this, but you think that some of these episodes are in the same universe, or is each one completely different and not connected at all?
I think they're all different.
I think they are too, but like, because if they were connected, that'd just be really weird, and it wouldn't really make any sense. Like now that I'm saying it out loud.
Yeah, it'd be cool though.
It
Like
would be cool.
here's a theory. All right. So in Loki, they introduced nexus points, which is like when two timelines collide.
Mm-hmm.
So what if there's this big nexus point with all of the episodes, and you get to see like T'Challa, Star Lord, and the Captain Marvel from this one, and all these like new heroes, Captain Carter, all in one universe, and like the Watcher maybe stops watching and it's like, all right,
Yeah,
let's see how you guys act.
he stopped watches for like 10 minutes and everything like messes up.
Yeah,
It's like a parent.
yeah,
It'd also be kind of cool because then you could have like them like all interact with each other in like the end episodes if they were all in the same universe, kind of like what they did with the MCU.
yeah. So was it fun seeing this episode through Nick Fury's eyes?
Yeah, I like Nick Fury. I like him a lot as a character, so I think I like following him around.
No, yeah, it was really cool. Gives it more of that spy unraveling and mystery.
Yeah, it's like He always seems like really, really paranoid. So it's like when people start crossing him up in Shield because it's like super corrupt all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He's like always just ready for it, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Before the big reveal, did you have any like ideas of who you thought might be killing all the Avengers?
I had not a single clue. She said something about Hope, and I was thinking for characters named Hope. I couldn't think of a single one. I blanked, and then they were like Hope Van Dyne. I was like, oh, I get it now. It all makes sense, but at the time, I had nothing.
Yeah. I was thinking something along the lines of Hydra. Because they showed Crossbones in there, and Crossbones is a Hydra agent. So I'm like, maybe he got close and maybe
Maybe,
Hydra's making an act now.
or maybe in this universe, he's not even Hydra because this is different.
True. Maybe it changed.
Maybe it did change.
Ooh.
Oh. Well, so what do you think happened to Ant-Man if Hank Pym was just going around in the Ant-Man suit killing people? You think like he knows, or what do you think's going on with that?
I think this is before Ant-Man becomes Ant-Man. I think this is when he's like still in prison, for doing the crime he did. I forget
Uh,
exactly what he did. Like didn't he like
Non-violent
transfer?
robbery or something
Yeah,
like
cat
that.
burglar. That's what it was.
Cap, he burgled people.
Yeah. So
What?
what's the point? If these stories don't continue into a larger story, then what like what do we care if everyone dies?
See, that's what I was saying about like the whole like connection of them being all in the same universe. Because it's kind of, I don't know if you've ever seen Rick and Morty, but
Yes, you know.
so they're always talking about how there's different realities and how like nothing matters because there's like infinite realities where infinite different things happen. So
Mhm.
if they're not connected, then it like doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Truthfully, because like there's probably another reality, like many more realities where they all like are fine. I don't know. It's kind of like the why should I care mentality. Like it's not my problem, but I think it's I don't know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, it kind of like takes away like meaning.
Yeah, exactly. That's why like I didn't feel like sad or nothing watching them die, which sounds
Mhm.
really bad when I say it like that. But like because it's just like a different reality. That's not ours. That's not my Tony. You
Yeah.
know, my
That's
Tony's
not my Tony.
he's dead too, but he died
That'd be a
cooler.
funny shirt.
That's not my
You,
Tony.
yeah.
Like in Diary of a Wimpy Kid, it was like hashtag not my Roderick when they had the new Roderick actor.
Oh yeah.
That was funny. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, just started a new trend.
Not my Tony.
Yeah. So Captain Marvel shows up at the end, and Fury finds Captain America. Since these stories don't seem to be connected to a lot. Oh wait, sorry.
Yeah, no,
Like,
we did kind of glance on that one. It's like
yeah,
it doesn't really truly matter, but like I think that in the next episodes they should go back to the realities that they left and
yeah,
like build up on those because like the way that this one ended was super cool, and I want to see what happens.
yeah. They always end it right as things are about to get super interesting.
Yeah, and like this one isn't even like a movie concept. Like how in like the first episode it was like Captain Peggy, I think is what her name actually was,
Yeah, Captain
and
Peggy.
it ended like when she woke up and he was like Nick Fury was like, "Oh, we need you," and it's like, "Oh, that happened in the other movie,"
Yeah,
but this one's just like completely new.
yeah, no, for sure. Um, yeah, it kind of stinks that like it's kind of cool in like an ironic way because every single timeline we've seen except the first episode, it's like the world's almost doomed. Because in episode two, with Ego finding Peter, Ego's plans for creating all of his home planets looks like it's about to happen without any like confrontation about it.
That's
And
true.
then in this episode, when Loki takes over Midgard, which is Earth, you know, Captain Marvel's one person. Like they made her way too OP in like Endgame, but I don't think she's gonna be able to beat the entire Asgardian like army by herself, even if she has Captain America's help.
Oh, you ready? You ready for this theory? What's gonna happen next? I just came up with this like right now.
Oh, let's hear it.
It's gonna be sick, dude. Okay, so you got Captain Marvel, right? She's pretty cool.
Mhm.
She takes like energy and just like boom, pretty strong. I bet you she could take out like like half the army right there. Then you got
Yeah.
Captain America, and he's pretty strong, and he was like kind of teased at the end of the episode as well.
Mm-hmm.
He is gonna be worthy enough to lift the hammer because nobody else in Asgard can. Boom, he picks it up. Other half of the army gone. Or if it doesn't go that smoothly, they go break Hank Pym out of prison. They fight with him. He starts wiping out people. So it's like a 3 versus a whole army, but it's like an army of nobodies. And then Nick Fury is going to do something. I don't know. There's like a whole lot of Avengers in the MCU, like the movies, rather than just the 5. So it's not like they're doomed. But
yeah. Well, the only thing I'm thinking about, like personally, is like this is before a lot of them were like created because Spider-Man didn't have his powers yet in this one. I don't even know where T'Challa is.
he's his face.
Well, in this one, he's not.
Yeah.
This one, he's yeah.
Unless they are the same.
That's crazy. They could take this so many different directions.
There's so many ways this could go, and like season 2's been announced already, so like there's so many things that could happen, and I'm very excited. It's like a random number generator.
Like, what if season 2 continues on to all these stories? So now it goes back to every episode, and it creates like a part 2.
Oh, so it's like there's like 10 episodes in season 1, and then there's 10 episodes in season 2. But that would be so cool.
It would be sick because now it's like, oh, I remember what happened last episode.
Oh yeah, you're like, oh yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah. If they do start resolving these episodes, how should they do it?
I feel like they just need to make the episodes longer so that they have more time to like do stuff. Because even still, there's like 45-minute episodes, or like 35 minutes or however long, and they're still like going really fast because like they've got so much exposition they have to shove out in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a reason they're not so long. Probably like because it's like unrealistic, but like it'd still be cool to have like an hour and a half long episode, and it just like goes into depth about everything.
Yeah. Well, also like, it's good and it's bad, and like it depends on who's watching it. But a little wobbly there. It is mainly like it's most of these shows that we've been watching, like the WandaVision, Loki, and Falcon the Winter Soldier. It's more aimed towards the older kid audience.
Mm-hmm.
But then you like look at the younger kids, and like my little brother, who's like 7, like, well, actually 8 now. I forgot about his birthday. But like he can barely stay awake for a lot of them. So now like this series, he's actually able to watch it because it's a big cartoon and it's a lot of fighting and punching, and it's not like a lot of thinking.
That's kind of how I'm like, bro. I like mindless entertainment. Like school's coming up. Like I'm in school right now, bro. I can't stand it. I went like the whole summer with constant stimulation from a screen. So like just having to sit in a classroom, bro, it's hard. But like I do like this, and because it's animated and it's very colorful, and it keeps me stimulated. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
You think so? The MCU. I say that I'm talking about like the ones that we have right now. You think that they might merge, like different realities from different episodes could merge with the reality we have now?
I think there's definitely going to be something with that. Like, it looks like that's what they're going to do with the new Spider-Man movie. I'm guessing that's probably what they're going to do with the new Doctor Strange movie. So I don't see why they wouldn't do it with What If.
That's true.
Like, that would be really cool.
That would actually be really cool. But like, if you didn't watch the show, you wouldn't really understand any of it. So like, if you're watching the episode and then like Peggy Carter comes out like 6'3", like built, you'd be like, "What in the world is this?"
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe they like would have to pick very specific episodes.
Yeah. Also, it'd be a little whack because now you imagine if because in my opinion, they've added way too many super like soldiers in such a short period of time. Like in the past 6 months, they added at least four. I think they added Isaiah Bradley, which is a superhuman.
Hmm.
They added the Red Guardian, which is the guy from Stranger Things. They added Captain Carter. They added John Walker. Like
Yeah,
that's a lot.
that
So
is
I
a
feel
lot.
like it kind of takes away from Captain America, other than him being like self righteous and stuff. Now he's not as special.
Well, that was like his whole thing in Endgame, was that like in the first Avengers, him and Tony were like yelling at each other about how like Captain America wasn't special at all. That's what Tony was saying, and then Captain America was telling Tony that like he didn't have like the guts to do anything worthwhile. And then like at the end of the movie, they both like did something that proved the other one wrong. So like that's he's still like
Yeah,
set apart from the other ones, but it's like it's different. It's weird.
yeah, for sure. So what's your prediction if this actually happened? Like, where would the MCU go if everything starts colliding?
You remember my theory from earlier?
You sticking by that theory?
In case you forgot, bro, I'll run it by you again. No, I'm just playing. No, but I
Let's
think
hear it again.
okay, Captain Marvel shows up, half army gone, bro. Captain America wakes up.
Hmm.
Although at this point, I don't think he is actually worthy to lift the hammer. So that theory might be like out the window.
Hmm.
But even then, he can take out like a handful of them. Honestly, I feel like if they just took out Loki, the whole rest of the army wouldn't really know what to do, or they just like not want to
Yeah,
fight anyway. Because like the other Asgardians that fought with Thor and Loki in the first movie weren't really like all on board for just going and like messing stuff up, you know?
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, for sure. Um, Personally, how I think they're gonna add it all well, actually, I really don't know. Like, I'm hoping they add some more with the Watcher because they showed a lot more like Watcher in the background.
Yeah, I did notice that
Like,
this episode. That was the only one I've really noticed it. I thought that was really cool.
yeah, that was cool. Like, they're slowly adding him a little bit more into the background, so you see, hey, he's actually watching everything.
Yeah.
Marvel, please let him do something. Let him just watch. Like let him intervene. That'd be so cool.
Maybe that's how the show will end. He finally gets so fed up with watching all these people just like do stuff. So he just goes down, he does it. And he's like, whoa, that was awesome. And then he realizes the true meaning of Christmas or something.
The true meaning of Christmas.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Why do
no.
you, real talk though, bro? Why do you think it was so easy for Hank Pym to kill the Avengers? Like that, like Thanos with all six Infinity Stones still lost. Like, not really, but like they
Yeah,
still
I
put
don't
up a
know.
fight. I don't know.
I think part of it is like Hank already hated Shield. Like he already hated Shield, but like Hope kind of held him down. Like Hope was like his, tugging him back, his
Hmm.
leash, so to speak. But then, you know, she's gone now, so his hate's like unleashed. So unlike Thanos, who really didn't care, he just wanted to get the job done. Like he was doing it out of like a place of, I guess, love and respect for the universe, I guess, and duty.
This, hmm.
Hank's he's mad.
Yeah, Hank's just out for blood.
So I think he's been planning for a long time.
That
I think
is,
he had proper planning compared to Thanos, which just went out there and did all this stuff.
yeah, that is true. Which there's no way there's that many Infinity Stones on Earth. If like universe is right here, and in in Infinity War they talk about it that like the Big Bang sent six stones like opposite directions of the universe. Bro, ain't no way he got all those in a day. I thought about that like
Yeah, no, that was
for
insane.
so long after I watched that movie. I was like, that is so scuffed. Like they just found them all.
Yeah, yeah, no,
Nah,
that's super unrealistic.
that's plot armor right there.
Like, how do you know where they all were?
I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Someone like I don't know. I don't.
Like somehow he knew it was on like the Asgardian ship. Like, what'd he do? Have like a Find My iPhone the with the Tesseract?
Yeah, I don't know. Because like that's so weird. You think if the what if episode? What if the Tesseract got destroyed on Asgard and Infinity War never happens because the Infinity Stone is gone?
That would change a lot. Like, Tony wouldn't die, Vision wouldn't die. Like, it'd make things a whole lot more boring, though.
Probably. But I think
like
it's
Thanos would probably lose.
But
he'd probably lose like. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, I feel like I don't know because he'd still probably not really realize that it's gone, unless like there is a way for him just to track the stones. But I feel like he'd still go looking for it, and then just for like the rest of his life, he would just go by every planet he lands on. He just like wipes out half of them and goes and looks for the stone again. So I don't really think it would change too much.
Yeah.
It would just like save the Avengers that we care about.
Yeah, for sure. Does this, series ultimately fit into, Loki and Doctor Strange into the multiverse, Spider-Man? Like, what do you think?
I don't know. I think.
Like, do you think?
I think the multiverse
puzzle pieces.
I think the multiverse as a whole is like super complicated, and like we could talk about this for like an hour, but like I don't know because there's like so much stuff that could happen because like if you believe in like the multiverse, then you believe that there's like infinite possibilities for everything to happen, like kind of like the butterfly effect. But I think it's cool. I think it's gonna be really cool in the movies when they bring in like we were talking about earlier in the new Spider-Man movie, like the new actors and the new villains from the other movies. I think it's gonna be super sick. I think it's a really cool concept. I'm really excited to see how they do stuff with that.
Yeah, you think they're gonna bring in like Miles Morales from like the intro the Spider-Verse, and then Tom Hardy's Venom?
Dude, that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool. Realistically, I don't think it'll happen because those are both Sony movies, I think. But like,
well, Disney bought Sony.
Did they really? I thought Sony broke away from.
Yeah, they did.
I guess that you're right. Well, that's sick. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, they didn't. Oh crap! Not. Sorry, I'm being told they didn't.
Oh, then they.
Oh wait, no, it was Fox. Sorry, not Sony. Fox. My bad. I remember now because Princess Bride was a Fox movie. Yeah, but no, they had a partnership.
Because that's why Disney like wasn't able to use some of their villains or something like that because they had to deal with Sony.
Yeah.
Well, this was a good episode.
It's weird, the partnership.
It is a weird episode, but this episode was like this episode of What If was sick. It was like really cool to like see all the Avengers and like the ones that are dead in our universe. It was cool to see them, even though they died like really quickly on. It's always cool to see Nick Fury, and like I'm excited to see what they're gonna do next week because like I'm really getting into this show. I'm gonna be real. When we started this, I thought I kind of wasn't gonna like it because I think DC makes better shows than Marvel, but Marvel makes better movies. Like I watched the first seasons of The Flash, and it was awesome. But like, I'm trying to think of a Marvel show, like the Daredevil show. I just couldn't get into it. But I'm excited for this show. I think it's cool. And thank y'all for tuning in this week's Con Kids After Show of Marvel What If. Today we talked about the What If the Avengers Died in episode 3. And hopefully we'll see y'all next week.